Right now at 3:30, a woman is behind bars after police say she threatened to shoot another woman in the school drop-off line.
And she faced a judge this morning on a number of charges. Local 10's Roy Ramos live in Miami with the latest on the case. Roy.
Louie and Janice, yesterday the first day of school for Miami-Dade County students, and this mother says she was just trying to cross the street with her son who is autistic and unfortunately doesn't walk very quickly. Well, she says that is what enraged another mother who then threatened to shoot her, she says.
She said, I'm going to tell you this. You have one more thing to say. Just say one word and I'm going to shoot you in your face.
Jennifer Escobar reliving the terrifying moment she came face to face with 39-year-old Erica Cruz, who...
She said one more word. One more motherfucking word. She turned into Pinky on Friday. One more word. One more word. I'm going to blow your face off. Man, these are women.
Listen, we've touched on this before. I'm gonna help y'all navigate this. This sister here, this demon seed, sweet Jesus, look at them eyes, my baby. That she was not mad at that woman in that line. That woman didn't do nothing to her. It was life. Yeah, hard life to Orlando, beating her up. And this is shout to the Boondocks. These are ninja moments. This is why y'all joke about me and Miss X when we say we try to stay away from ninjas like this. Because once you are in their proximity, you can't control a situation. She was trying to cross the street with her daughter, take her to school, and too many ninjas close around.
Her autistic daughter. They say the kid was like limping across the street.
And Bonquisha said, hurry up, get out my way. I got stuff to do. I got ish to see people to do, baby.
I mean, I hate the carpool line just like probably any other mom. It's a drag, you know. Sometimes like my son, he takes the bus, and if he misses the bus, you know, I got to stop what I'm doing in order to take him to school. I'll do it, but I might not be happy about it or whatever. But so
no, I was pointing up like I agree with her. I agree with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, is my mic on? But yeah, so it's a drag being in that line, but by no means, especially with the autistic baby, like you have to check yourself and you have to keep your own feelings and emotions under control, drop these babies off. And, you know, they're about to start their day, you know, being, you know, at school for the next 6.5 hours. And so you need to prepare them. Their mind needs to be clear and in a positive space, not you cussing everybody out, threatening to off people, you know, like, come on, man, like be a mom. You gotta fix that.
Do she look like a mom?
Not at all.
She looks like a mean avatar, like, you know, that
Call
didn't get
everybody
her
avatar
blue.
today. Everybody.
Right.
Like, but look at her though. Like, she seems like she would have been a pretty woman at some point, you know, but life has really got her down. Look at her. That is struggle. That is struggling. Oh my goodness. Why don't women seek more therapy? Like, they're always online telling men to go to therapy. Where's your therapy at?
Yeah, she looked like a angry bird that starts smoking crack. Like, yeah.
I think I seen that on my Google Play Store. Angry Birds Crack Edition.
Allegedly threatened to shoot her. Threatened to shoot her, she says.
She said, I'm going to tell you this. You have one more thing to say. Just say one word and I'm going to shoot you in your face.
Jennifer Escobar reliving the terrifying moment she came face to face with 39-year-old Erica Cruz, who allegedly threatened to shoot her.
She started cursing at me and she just pushed forward and hit me with the car.
The confrontation all happening as Escobar said she was crossing Northwest 11th Avenue off 81st Street to take her 6-year-old autistic son to class for his first day back to school at Arcola Lake Elementary. Cruz in her car at the same time trying to get her child to class.
She told me to hurry up and I told her, you could clearly see that my son has difficulty walking.
But before Escobar could even cross the street, Cruz is seen here in this video, reaching into her purse.
She didn't expose it, but you could tell she had her hand on the gun.
Escobar telling me it was a passing driver who then stepped in, diffusing the tense situation.
Thanks God there was another bystander that was.
So what did we learn here today, class? Whenever you crossing the street, y'all better start running across the street. All right, yeah, ain't no more walking across the street. That's how you get deleted. I would say, pick your kids up and run. Yeah.
Listen here, I'm a grown man. I'm always gonna jog across the street. Always. I don't listen here. I just don't play with danger like that. I don't take stuff for granted. I'm walking across the street, cars come, I stop. I never understood folks like that. Shout out to all the bold folks out there like taking up space. Stay out the way, baby, because of stuff like this. I I don't put myself in any position to be disrespected, honked at, because I know my limits. You see what I'm saying? This is transparency. There is a possibility I could crash out, and so I avoid all situations where I could get myself in trouble. And this is one. I'm jogging across the street. You ain't got to tell me I'm gone. You good? You got it.
That part.
Driving, and he said, no, do not pull the trigger.
As crews walked off, police quickly responded, placing the elementary school on lockdown to later find the mother leaving the campus with her purse, where inside officers would find a gun and arrest her.
She had it inside her purse, but she walked inside the building, inside the campus.
All I can say is what a terrible way for your child to begin the first day of school with
Man, shout out to the judge.
Yeah! Boom, shakalaka!
Mom. And like they say, she walked into the school with her purse. So they gonna start not letting y'all bring nothing in the schools now. Women like her, they think, oh, it's just a mom. She got a little purse, kid. Meanwhile, there's a firearm in her purse, and they allow her into school without searching her too good, apparently.
And most likely illegal firearm, most likely. It don't matter. And here's the thing for y'all don't know. It don't matter if you legal, got your carry. Certain places you are not allowed to take a firearm, especially a bar. Some of y'all don't know that. But yeah, shout out to the daggone judge. This your child's first day. Forget her. This your child's first day. Your kid got to live with this at least all school year. They hot on his tail. Yo, mom, why? I don't know. It depends on what hood. He may be getting striped from this. Your mama a thug. I don't know. It's bad.
In Georgia, we can carry everywhere except for a federal building. When I'm at the gym and I'm working out, old man Jimmy, 2 machines down, he's pumping iron. He got his blicky right there on his hip. Like, he letting everybody know. I might be the only cracker in here, but I'll set it off if I have to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I think that's why he does it.
I don't think schools are exempt from. I don't think you can pick.
No, you can't take it to schools or a federal building.
Here.
When I say federal building, I am kind of lumping in schools because they are under a federal budget. But yeah, unless you're a police officer,
you can't take a firearm into a bar.
Yeah. Yes, you can.
I would not advise that.
I mean, this is Georgia. This is
okay.
Like, you can, and in Florida too. Those are not places where you want to be acting a fool thinking that nobody's carrying because everybody's carrying. Like,
so you can go into a bar with alcohol with a firearm and it's legal. And you could drink with a fiarm on your hip.
Yeah.
No, you can't drive, but yeah, you
can't drive. Yeah.
As far as a bar go, most of these bars got security, so you can only go in what they allow you to bring in, essentially.
Yeah, but like a Will Henry's,
if it's just like some one-off little bar, they don't search.
Yeah, a Will Henry's. That's what I mean. It was like a one-off bar, but you can't go into a club with a bouncer at the door. Now that is where you're going to have a problem. But in Atlanta, if you pay how you weigh, you can go on through without the pat down.
Well, I would say that's anywhere in the country. Yeah. Anywhere you get in.
So we just always assume people are carrying, like.
Yeah, and I was going to say, you guys, like, what's going on in her life to where she feels like she needs to bring the strap to, in the carpool line? Like, this is elementary school here. These 6-year-olds going to kindergarten for the first time, and you got to bring the strap. Why do you have to?
Dude, that carpool line a whole deal, man. I just seen it. Listen here, it'd be a wild. It's a whole club, especially in the summertime. The moms come pick up their kids. They be having on their Lululemon. It's a whole deal, man. I find it comical. But
Well,
yeah,
I would say, especially, I would say if it's registered to her, I don't see no issue with her having a firearm. It's the problem with her brandishing and pulling it out on somebody. Like, you could take your firearm anywhere if you legal, take it to church, whatever you want to do, show discretion. But to pull it out, that's where the issue lies.
She hit the lady with her car too, and the lady has her kid. So it's like you just wanted to, erase this lady from the earth because she inconvenienced you 2 minutes in a crosswalk. It's like, what is going on?
Irresponsible brandishing a weapon. Don't do it.
All I can say is what a terrible way for your child to begin the first day of school with mom getting hauled off to jail. You have to be an adult and set a good example.
Patience. You got to have patience, especially on the first day of class. Cruz remains behind bars right now, facing a number of charges that include aggravated assault to improper display of a firearm while on school grounds. For now in Northwest Miami-Dade, Roy Ramos, Local 10 News.
That's her. Yeah, lock her up. She definitely deserved to go to jail. One thing I'm learning is these women, as much as they want to be equal in feminism, when they come to jail and all of that, they don't get a slap on the wrist. Yeah, they're going to let her back out to do more destruction.
It is what it is. No, society doesn't see women as a big physical threat because they never were supposed to be. They are the women. They are supposed to be the healers and the nurturers of the community. How bad have we gotten to where a mother with her purse has to be, identified as a potential threat nowadays? That's what happened. This was a mom walking into the school where her son went to school, or kid, and she had a purse. It's supposed to be harmless, supposed to be a beautiful thing. No, she locked and loaded, ready to do harm. Y'all have strayed so far away, ladies.
A few moments later.
This Friday, as we begin with an update in the last hour on the two mothers gunned down in Louisville on the same day this week. Police say they are not connected. One, an intended target, the other, an innocent victim. 23-year-old Rhodesia Williams, a mother of two, lost her life walking her daughter to school Wednesday morning. And then 28-year-old Jermia Offit, a pregnant mother of three, was shot Wednesday night on West Broadway in the Chickasaw neighborhood.
Oh. These women are just being deleted like men. This is crazy. It's the burden of a man to be deleted, war and all that. But for women, the one on the left in the red, she was walking her kid to the bus stop. And the other woman, I don't know what she was doing, but she's pregnant with another kid. Nightmares.
You can't get any lower. Even when, you have more organized crime. There was honor amongst thieves. What were the rules, even amongst the most brutish of men? You don't harm women or children. That was always been because for the freak, why? For one. But now the women are harming the women. It's over. Yeah, ain't no hope here. This has to come to a head. This generation, this sickness, this sick hoodoo has to die out. It's got to run its course and then die out.
Yeah, I believe this is Louisville, Kentucky. Shout out to y'all.
Our Alexandra Goldberg and photojournalist Jessica Farley just spoke with LMPD on both of these cases. Alexandra, what have we learned?
Brooke, we have two mothers, both in their 20s, shot and killed in front of their children on Wednesday, and police say numerous people were witnessed that murder. The first happened near 10th and Chestnut Street at that school bus stop near the Western Library and YMCA. Rhodesia Williams, she was only 24 years old, walking her 7-year-old to the bus stop where police say dozens of kids were already gathering. LMPD Lieutenant Les Skaggs says he's confident Williams was the target, saying they reviewed surveillance video and saw the shooter take aim at her multiple times. Then later that evening at 41st.
So they said it was a hit. The woman on the left was walking and somebody ran her down. And y'all must understand, a lot of these women be doing crimes with men. So when these men are getting robbed, she might have set somebody up. Prime example, she, dealing with some nug, and she could set these men up to be robbed. This stuff goes on every day. And that's why a lot of these women get deleted behind stuff like that.
There it is. Dropping ops, being accomplices to these things, lining ninjas up. Yeah. Now you fair game. You've entered into the world of men. Yeah, that's a fact. That's crazy. Run down, all that. That's still yet, man. I don't care. Just the idea. I've never seen it. But the idea of a woman, a mom, especially a pregnant woman, gunned down in the street, I'd rather not. I just rather not.
Man.
Of these cases, Alexandra, what have we learned?
School bus stop near the Western Library and YMCA. Rhodesia Williams, she was only 24 years old, walking her 7-year-old to the bus stop where police say dozens of kids were already gathering. LMPD Lieutenant Les Skaggs says he's confident Williams was the target, saying they reviewed surveillance video and saw the shooter take aim at her multiple times. Then later that evening at 41st and Broadway, a mother of 3 and pregnant with a son was killed. Police say 28-year-old Jermia Offit was standing outside a market with her boyfriend when 2 groups of young individuals exchanged remarks and unintentionally struck the mother. Police said she was not a part of it.
Yeah, 2 groups of nug exchange talking. You ain't ish, pappity pop, pop, pop. Next thing you know, innocent bystanders, pregnant women.
There's another teenage pregnancy. Got to connect dots and see how these things correlate. She was 24 with a 7-year-old kid. You know, had a kid at 17 years old. These dots always connect, and it most times, 99.9% of the time, you have these teenage pregnancies. The women usually are unhinged and going down the wrong path. Is unfortunate, and just for the sake of everybody making it home and accountability, I don't believe in innocent bystanders. Grew up in the hood, been around, and been in instances where bullets start flying. And I can always, like Mr. X said, stand back and think to myself, I knew there was a chance that could happen. And it just so happened that it happened. You know, and some of us don't make it out of those instances. Shout out to my brother Terrence. Don't let stuff happen. Nothing just happens. Or we have intuition. We can feel that energy. You know when there's a chance or probability of ish getting out of hand. Swallow
I
your
would say
pride.
some of these people live in the hood, so that's easy for us to say. I would say if you don't live in the hood, this message is for you. You shouldn't be in the hood, stay out. But if you live in the hood, you're a product of your environment. That's why we tell people don't raise your kids in the hood. But if you are here, you can easily be an innocent bystander, just going to the corner food market to grab a drink. Like you in the hood, it's where you live, it's where you shop, you're here every day, stuff go on. You got to work hard and get out of it, or anything can happen.
That is the ultimate goal. Yes, sir. I agree with that. At the very same time, have a plan. You know, like Miss X said, you could get into a situation going to the corner store. Figure out when there's less traffic at the corner store. Ninjas don't like to wake up early in the morning. Make all your trips in the morning. Otherwise, you run a risk of running into the riffraff.
Yeah, no, definitely. And you know, these women are mothers, and rest in peace to them, you know, with the situation, everything that happened. But being a mom doesn't make you exempt. You have to move in a way that a mother would. You know, you can't be going around and, you know, doing stuff with nug and setting people up. I mean, we don't know the situation, but you have to act as such because they said it was a hit.
The girl in the red, she was likely
Yeah.
banging. I think she was a banger because why else would someone target you? And then you got on all that drippy red. It's like you were banging, girl.
Yeah, and nobody's coming up knocking off moms who are walking their 6-year-olds, except for in that last video, she was trying to knock somebody off, but that's not normal behavior, you know. So moving in such a way to where these things don't happen to you, you know.
The sign in the background, to speak to what Mr. Walker was saying, it says safe place. And I love the poster in the back because it's actually it's like marketed towards young men. And a lot of people don't know that the YMCA is like the last standing place for men, because it's actually YMCA stands for Young Men Christian Academy. That's what it
Yep.
started out with as in England. Now they're calling it the Y to make it more inclusive. I think because of all the like DEI and all that stuff. But yeah, you just said know your surroundings and know what you're getting into. And in the back of this, where people are talking about the shooting, there's a sign that says, know the signs, safe place. And that is so sad because a pregnant woman just passed away right there. Like, clearly, what are you doing at a food mart with all of these cameras stuck to the front door? Like, it just looks like a bad gas station I would never go into, or a food mart I would never go into. It's like, take me to the well lit QT or BP or Exxon. But
There you
no.
go.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Like you said, Bonquisha, quit raising y'all kids in the hood.
Yeah.
Get them out. Like say anything can happen. I done seen too much. Anything can happen at any time. If you want to be around this stuff and not blaming the woman, it's like say I'll be quick to blame the victim, but sometimes it is what it is. If you're in the hood, you subjected to this. You know, nug can pop off at any moment. Any moment. It could be 2 a.m. It could be 8 a.m. It could be noon. It could be 2. You can be in the church. You could be doing anything. Anything can happen because they are unhinged. So just get out. Don't get away from them.
That's it. And avoid the worst times of the day. So what I did. Yeah, I'm speaking from experience. Yeah, I didn't go everywhere, anywhere. I thought stuff through. I'm not going up there this time of day. For what? There's a probability for drama. Have some self-awareness. It'll save your life.
Groups of young individuals exchanged remarks and unintentionally struck the mother. Police said she was not a part of either group, just an innocent bystander. Lieutenant Skaggs says there are no suspects in either case, saying eyewitnesses are crucial to solving these cases.
We know that through surveillance video, there were eyewitnesses to both of these homicides. We need those eyewitnesses to be able to talk to us, to tell us firsthand what they witnessed at those two incidents. Our community can't stand for this. We need these eyewitnesses to come forward so we can get these killers off the street.
LMPD acknowledges people are fearful of retaliation, but Skaggs says if you're saying enough is enough, you have to be part of the solution. And again, Brooke, there are no arrests in either case. Lieutenant Skaggs says it's too early to say if this is gang related, but he says that it is an assumption because of Louisville's gang violence problem. We're live downtown. Alexandra Goldberg, WHAS 11 on your side, Brooke.
Alexander, thank you. And we know we will be following this throughout the day.
Well, there you go. You got two moms in the same city get deleted on the same day. I mean, this is where we at in the Black community. It's FUBAR.
It's so, I want to say unique. It's so wild that they had to put a disclaimer that they are not connected. Like they're so close, same day, and they're so close together. They said these aren't connected, but they happen in the same proximity. That is devastating. How much worse can things get before we have more women like Monique, shout out to Miss Ebony Rose, that are going to hold these Ebony Rose, Miss Raquel Rose, for holding these women accountable. You know what I mean? Said the sister Monique would be in the store and these sisters would take their bonnets off because Monique was holding them accountable. We need more nanas and moms that aren't scared and hold these women accountable because they run around out here like rabid animals. Not to save this generation, but the young. We got to start to pick up some steam because it's over for a lot of them.
Yeah, so as far as these women, man, we just gonna get them off the screen. This was just tragic.
Yeah, they have been.
Man, protect the babies. That was a nightmare way to end it.
Protect the babies and let's stop raising these war-torn women that's in these situations and getting deleted. There's nothing worse. I don't want to, have my foot in my mouth, but I don't think it gets any worse than deleting pregnant women. As men, if we ain't protecting them, like seriously, man, like what the heck are we doing?
Yeah, put the firearms down. Yeah, it's just that simple. Y'all can't be walk around the hood shooting. The bullets ain't got no name on it. Like I said, the woman at some store just get shot because y'all turn into the OK Corral firing off. That's just tragic.